What if you take the Amethyst Emerald Burn and make it something different? Especially because you can now pull the lever, Gronk. I like Emerald Amethyst Burn, but there's one thing that annoys me. We're playing Curse Merfolk, and then we're playing Amethyst Chromicon and Show Me More. I love those cards, but together with the Merfolk, they kinda not fit together. So here's my plan. We take all the symmetrical draw and we throw it away. And we replace it with the best mid-range, which happens to be Amethyst, and we double down on this card.
It's brilliant, 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 I tell you. Genius, I say.
So all in all, the plan of the deck is to start with early pressure. Your opponent will think you are a burn deck, and then you're gonna double down on this card and move into the strongest mid-range that you can. And hopefully, that will be enough for you to run away with it. What is the core of this deck? First we have the 1, 2, 3 Merfolk, Joshua, Megara, which are essentially the same card. If they're challenged, they have to discard. Then we have our Amethyst midrange with the Cheshire Cat, the Genie, and Elsa, which are arguably the strongest cards for midrange in the entire game on any color. And then we have our discard package. We have Sudden Chill, and we could put a little bit more with Snowball Fight. And then we got, of course, Pull the Lever, Gronk. And Wrong Lever. Wrong Lever is not technically discard, but it just fits together. I love Wrong Lever because it's one of the best removals in the game. I love Pull the Lever because of how thematic it is. It also gives you the choice. You can either draw or discard. It's something in the middle of Friends of the in the Other Side and Sudden Chill whenever you need one or the other. I played this deck the other week in the locals and it went quite okay, but I think there are a few areas that are a little bit clunky and could be improved. I think you need 10 one-cost creatures, and I was going with Diablo and Will-o'-the-Wisp. Maybe we want to use something else, maybe the Palace Guard, maybe RC, maybe. Scourge McDuck was a little bit clunky at times. I love that it keeps putting pressure on your opponent and draw you and discard and filter through your deck, but it came clunky sometimes. I think maybe Christopher Robin had a chance to be in the deck, maybe. And my favorite card of the deck is also actually the weakest, is Kuthko Panic Lama. It's just so much fun. It's a symmetrical effect and you know how it works. Whenever a deck plays a symmetrical effect, it's never fair because it's never designed to be symmetrical. In the case of Kuthko, at the beginning of your turn, you decide if both players should either draw or discard. This effectively can lock out control decks completely, or in the case you are behind, you can actually make both players draw. The problem with Kuthko, however, is that it's very weak. Almost every color is playing something that kills it. The Horseman strikes, because, you know, it's evasive. The Headless Horseman, because, you know, it has 2 power or less. Elsa, straight away kills it. He can even be taken down with Under the Sea. So as much as I love Kuthko, I understand this is the weakest piece of this deck. I designed my budget decks without any legendaries, just out of principle. If you really want to take this to the next level, there are a couple of legendaries that fit really well here. One of them is Dumbo, but mind you, I know it's very expensive, but it's actually not the best one. The best card that fits the place of Kuthko is actually Ithma, Conviving Chemist. And it's also perfectly in theme with playing Pull the Lever.
Pull the lever, Gronk.
In addition to that, there's another possibility. You can go for the reckless approach. You may want to play either Luis, which is just uncommon, or you can go and play John Silver, which is another legendary. Another card you can use to fit in Kuthko's Sush is the Book. It's not like super great, but it draws you cards. This is an early iteration of the deck. I think it has lots of potential. It's lots of fun to play. It's quite intense. And if you want to iterate over it and try one of the variations I suggested, or if you have an idea to take this deck to the next level that I haven't seen, let me know. I hope you have fun pulling levers, even if they are the wrong one. Instead of pull the lever, you can click the subscribe button and join the Misfits crew to be in the loop for more decks like this. Until next time.